Before we start, guys, please make sure you stay until the end. If you make one common mistake, you may end up spending, guys, thousands of dollars in repairs. Stay with us, we'll explain what it is. Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair, guys. Super quick helpful video for any of you having a problem where you have a warning that says check brake wear on Mercedes C Class generation W204. Stay with us, guys. Please do not waste any money on parts, diagnostics, tools until you watch that video. It could be quite simple fix. Let's explain what you need to check, what you need to find out, and how you can easily fix it in most cases. Now, if you need to buy any replacement parts and tools, we'll share the information in the description of the video below for your convenience. Check it out, guys, and you can see where we get most of our tools and supplies from as well. Let's start on it now. Before we start, let us tell you a little bit about us, guys. Every single car we get here at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. We make mechanical repair videos, engines, transmissions, bodywork, electrical, engine, transmission codes, fuses. Why we guys do all that? Because our mission here at the garage is, guys, to save you as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video. That way we can keep making these free videos. And guys, check out our YouTube channels. We have more than 17,000 free repair videos that can save you thousands of dollars in future repairs. So let's start on it now. Check brake wear, guys, warning. It could be quite frustrating. Now, if you get that warning, do not drive your car until you fix it, because that means that your brake pads may be getting really worn, and at that point, guys, okay, you may lose your brakes. So have the brake pads and the brake system inspected, replace what needs to be done. But the things that you always need to check, some fuses, because it could be simple fix. Let's say you put new brake pads, you still get that warning. We'll explain what you need to check. First, we'll check fuses. This Mercedes has hidden fuse boxes that 9 out of 10 owners do not know where they're located. That's why we made one special video on our YouTube channel that's called Mercedes W204 fuse box location and diagram. Check it out. It's a video that can save you a lot of money, guys. And here, if we come, you see that fuse box, go ahead, open the two clips, leave the cover up, and underneath you have a fuse box with a layout like this one here. Before we continue, let's explain quickly why it's always a good idea to test fuses and relays. Guys, let's explain why it's super important to test fuses and relays. That way you do not spend money on diagnostics, parts, repairs you may actually not even need. So, guys, you have different kinds of fuses and relays. We're talking about the maxi fuses, standard fuses right here. You have, watch how many different kinds of relays as well. Now, these fuses, sometimes you can clearly see if a fuse is burnt or not by looking at the element. But sometimes it's really sneaky. They can burn here on the side. It's hard to see. Some fuses will not be visible as well. And we had people that will spend thousands of dollars in repairs, replacing modules, even engine computers, when all they had to do, they assumed they had a good fuse. They pulled it out, they saw it, and they assumed it was good. But guys, you can easily test these fuses, and on some of these, most of them, they have even the terminals on top that allows you to check them with a voltmeter and find out if it's good or bad. You see, that's a good fuse. If it's blown, okay, like this one here, it's blown, nothing. Check this thing out, no connection. One next to it, okay, right here, let me get good contact point. That's a good fuse, guys. You can see you can test them. Now, relays are harder to test, but with the voltmeter, fuses are super easy to test. All we have to do is set it on that setting and practically your home resistance setting, and you can find, guys, okay, if it works or not. For instance, that one was the good fuse. You can see it's going to go down to 0 ohms resistance, or you can go ahead, remove it and test it the same way, guys. It should have 0 ohm resistance. Now, relays, guys, are a little bit more complicated, but it's doable. It will take you a minute or two to find out how to do that. Now, we'll put, guys, links to a video that will explain how to test relays, how to test fuses, which battery terminal you need to reconnect and disconnect first if you're doing repairs, because that can cause modules to burn as well, and that can cost you thousands of dollars in repair. Check out the videos, they will be in the description of the video below. So let's start on it now. Here, guys, we need to check up to 4 different fuses. First, we're talking about fuse number 1. Right here, check that fuse, guys. Then we need to inspect fuse number 14. Okay, it's that 7.5 amp fuse right here. You see that fuse right there. After that, we need to go ahead, guys, and locate fuse number 20, that big fuse right here. And next, you need to check fuse number 35, which is that Okay, 5 amp fuse that you see right here. If all that checks out fine, let me show you, okay, what we have here. You see these brake pads, okay, on your Mercedes they will be similar, not quite humongous, but similar. What you guys have here now, on most of them, okay, on most cars, you're going to have a brake pad wear sensor on one of the front wheels and one of the rear wheels. Now, this is out of a Porsche. It has a double sensor on the inner and outer brake pad, but most Mercedes or BMWs will have one sensor. And when you wear the pad out to a certain point, it's going to contact that sensor. That sensor will wear out. It will break the connection. You'll get that light. So when you get that warning, you need to replace brake pads and you need to get new sensors. What we've seen something else causing that. Connection, loose connection or connection full of dirt, dust, water can cause that as well. Okay, because if you have problems with the fender underliner and all that stuff, that can expose the connector to water and stuff. But most of the times will mean you need new brake pads and new sensors at that point. If you replace your brake pads before the sensor was actually worn, you can in some cases even reuse your old sensor, but if you got that warning, it means it's done and you need to get new sensors too. In this Mercedes W204, you're going to have all kinds of different fuses and relays that sometimes are hard to find, and if you're in the middle of nowhere, you may have a hard time finding one, guys. Replacement one, you may be stuck. It happened to us. So what we usually do, we buy some spare ones and we put in the glove box for a peace of mind. We'll share a link where you can get them at a really good price, quick shipping. That way you do not waste money and time. That link will be in the description of the video below. Check it out for your convenience. Hopefully, guys, the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching and see you next time.